And I'm back 5 seconds later. For my review of a Serbian film. I almost wish that Adam had watched it with me, because like I said in my previous one for Salo, he was like, do you have this movie? No, but I can get it again. I don't know why you want to watch it. There is an image or a scene in that movie that I cannot unsee. And most people probably know what that scene is. And if you don't look it up. Don't read about it. No. But oddly enough, this movie actually, if you can get past some of the content other than that one scene I am referring to, it's a good movie. It was shot very well. And it has an interesting plot. Basically, a failed porn star, you know, he's not a porn star anymore. I shouldn't say failed, but yeah, like everybody's like, porn star? Oh, it's a dude. Oh. But, yeah, he basically, you know, he's trying to support his family, and he gets contacted by a man. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I can't remember any of their names at this point, because it's been so long since I've seen it, and I just want to block it out of my head. And now just thinking about it, I'm replaying that scene in my head, and I want it to go away. Anyway, he's contacted by this man, and he says, well, I can give you a job, no big deal, I can pay you handsomely for it. You can support your son and your wife. Oh, speaking of his son, the very first scene in this movie is his son finding Daddy's porno. And by saying Daddy's pornos, I mean porno with Daddy in it. Ew. So, like, and his kid's, like, I don't know, probably 8, 9, 10 years old. He's little. He's staring at the screen the whole time like this. He just looks stoned out of his mind. It's like, But, yeah, I mean, and it's like, there is no censored nudity. I mean, like Salo, there's a lot of dongs, a lot of boobs, a lot of taco pies. I'm gonna let you figure out what I mean by that on your own. Taco pie, oh god. I just probably put a bunch of people off of tacos, I'm sorry. But, I probably should have said fish tacos, but, okay, enough about tacos. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, so after that, it's like, what? And then, like, stuff just gets increasingly more screwed up when the guy accepts, that the other guy's offer. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, I need the money, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, and then I don't really remember the order of this, because, like I said, it's been a long time, and I just want it to go away, but I remember certain points of it. Basically, the porn star dude gets drugged with, like, some kind of bull aphrodisiac, just makes him horny as all get out, but then he doesn't remember what he did. And there's some weird visuals, like, he'll be, like, having sex with this chick, like, full-on, like, rough sex, where it's, like, almost like, am I really watching them have sex? Is this not simulated? It's like, ew. But, and there's, like, this little girl sitting there in a chair watching an Alice in Wonderland, like, dress, and it's like, what? Excuse me again. Yeah, I'm gonna probably, like, belch in all my reviews, but probably, the one scene that everybody who's ever read about it, and warning, woo, 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 yeah, warning, you're probably gonna be like, I need an adult. That's what I felt when I was watching this movie, and I was an adult. I was like, I need an adult. The scene that everybody's probably heard about, remembered, or seen, the one that I can't unsee, the porn dude brings in the ex-porn star, and he goes, hey, I'm working on this new project. I want to show you. And there's this lady laying on a table, and like spread legs, vagina, boobies, everything. She's giving birth to a baby. And, like, you see the head and everything. It's, like, full on, like, if you were there, like, if you have a kid and you were there when they were born, and you looked, there's a head coming out. Big old baby head popping out of the vag. And then, like, this guy shows up in, like, this executioner-looking mask, I think. Like I said, I just want it to go away. Excuse my French, but guy fucks a baby. Guy fucks a newborn baby. He takes the baby after the mom, gives birth. Like, she's still there. She's still in the room. Baby. Rape. Baby sex. Newborn porn. The infamous line, newborn porn. When I'm remembering it, I want it to go away. Yeah. In my mind, that is probably, next to the finale, one, like, 2-second scene in the finale. That is probably the most disturbing thing in this film. And it doesn't last that long, but, yeah. But the funny thing is, I'm sure there's, like, internet memes of that guy, like, everywhere. Newborn porn! Newborn! But, like, the porno dude, he leaves because he's, like, the porn star guy. He leaves because he's like, no, that's sick. I'm gonna leave. And the funny thing is, you can hear that guy's voice, like, echoing when he's driving away. He's like, newborn! Newborn! But, yeah, so later he keeps, getting drugged and not remembering, and, there's one point where he's having sex with this chick, and he cuts her head off with a machete. Okay? Basically, that's the whole thing. Like, he's trying to put it together, why is he drugging me, what have I done, and he's, there's, like, a tape recorder that shows what he's done, and he's like, I'm doing it, blah, blah, blah. And then the final scene, actually, now that I remember, his brother also watches his pornos and jerks off to them. With his wife present. Make of that what you will, but okay. And I'm thinking, wow, incest alarm? But I don't know if that's really true, but that's how it feels. And then, at the end of the movie, there's these two figures lying on a bed, and they have a sheet covering them. And the porn star dude and his brother is there, and they're both, well, the brother's not drugged, but the ex-porn star, he's drugged, obviously, because he's been drugged like 95% of this movie. And they start to have, well, of course there's other people there, with cameras, and the weirdo dudes there too. They start to have sex with the people underneath the sheets. And then it's, there's, like, blood coming out of the one person that the ex-porn star is having sex with, and then they take the sheets off, and he is raping his son, who has been drugged. You see, like, foam coming out of his mouth, And the person that his brother is having sex with is his wife. Not the brother's wife, the ex-porn star's wife. So basically they're raping his son and his wife. And then a big old fight begins. I mean, like, this dude, like I said, there's no hiding the nudity. This dude had, like, a full-on erection, man. And then, the wife's not as drugged, but she's, like, she starts fighting, everybody starts fighting, and then this big old, like, burly, bald bodyguard dude shows up. He's got, like, this eye patch, or, like, this little, like, screwed-up eyeball. This is probably the best death I've ever seen in a movie ever. And also, at the same time, the most moment. The ex-porn star dude takes his full, like, hard-on, like, erection, like 9 inches, or, pure man, and he takes this guy's, like, eye patch off, and like I said, there's, like, this shriveled little eye. And he sticks his dong all the way through his head, and there's, like, through his little, icky, like, shriveled up eye. It's like, that is probably the best death scene I've ever seen in a movie ever, but simultaneously, like I said, the most, what I've ever seen. It was actually kind of funny, but, I'm screwed up in the head, so. And then there was that sound that, like, oh, God. But it was unique, I'll give him that. But, yeah, like, they're all fighting, and the guy who rope the ex-porn star into doing all this, he gets killed. I think. I don't really remember. But basically, the movie ends after all that. There's the ex-porn star guy, his son, and his wife laying in the bed. Their bed at their home. And they're like, they're so messed up at this point. They're like, how can we go on? We can't do this. And then they all, like, commit suicide with with a gun. And then the next scene after that, there's the dudes. They come back. There's the camera. And one guy goes, start with the little one, and the dude starts to undo his pants. Ew. And like that, if I recall, that's how the movie ends. Like I said, it's been a while. But yeah, I mean, that along with Sallow, Irreversible, no. Just no. Like I said, there are scenes in this movie, mainly Newborn, that I cannot unsee. And it's been a while since I've seen these movies. I just want them to go away. Just go away. I don't know why I subject myself to this. Mainly because I'm messed up and I'm interested in stuff like that. And I always look up on IMDb, the most disturbing movies I've ever seen lists or whatever. Usually Sallow and Irreversible top that list. I think I've yet to see one where Serbian Film was on it. Yeah, and there's some other ones that I've seen, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But I don't know, because I am messed up. I'm like, okay, I'll go watch that. Oh, there is one that I do remember. I'm not going to review it right this second, but there is one that, well, there's two, actually. I take that back. But I remember, I can't remember which name it went under because there was two names, two films with two separate names. Oh, An American Crime, that's what it was, with Ellen Page, which is based off a true story. Just the content of that was disturbing because if you've read about the real case, like I said, I can't. I mean, look up the movie. Or don't. Just the subject matter of what that girl went through was... Just knowing that it was real and that happened to her, it was just... It was sad. That kind of stuff does affect me. Like, if it's based off a true scenario, or a true... like this person was tortured and then they died and they really existed, yes, those will affect me. The other one, which coincidentally was also a true story, it's a Japanese film called Concrete, which is very hard to find. I had to look up and down for this movie. I knew the gist of the story, and I almost didn't really want to watch it because I knew it was extremely graphic, and I knew about this girl's murder and what happened to her. I think the main reason I looked it up was because a guy from Battle Royale was in it. Because I'm messed up like that. If I find an actor or an actress I like, I'm like, oh, they're in this movie, I'm going to watch it. No. And like I said, if you don't know anything about the case, I would suggest don't look it up, because what this poor girl went through, I mean, basically, it was just a bunch of stupid teenage boys kidnap this girl and basically torture her for, I think it was 4 days or a week, or it was a long time. Then after she dies, they encased her body in concrete, and I think put it in a drum. Yeah. I don't remember the details, but yeah, that's why it's called Concrete, obviously. It's a infamous murder, but that movie was pretty messed up too. I'm probably not going to review it because, like I said, I don't remember it that well, and I don't want to watch it again. And I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, that's messed up. An American Crime's messed up. Sallow's messed up. Irreversible, a Serbian Film. Newborn porn. Newborn porn. I'm gonna end it on that. Newborn.